Whew, what's up, y'all? Book mail, book mail, book mail, book mail. Okay, got some packages in. I went on a little book buying frenzy, okay? So I don't know what came today. I bought them from many different sources. Don't know what's in these today. I haven't looked at my email to see what was delivered. But when I initially bought these books, I bought a mix of books I wanted to read. I bought a mix of books that I've already read on my Kindle, but I wanted the physical version. And then I bought a few books that were recommended to me personally by people I know. So here's the first batch that came in. Let's get it started. Okay, book one. Hard to see. Period. Incidents of the Life of a Slave Girl by Harriet Jacobs. I own this, well, not own. I purchased the Kindle version, the ebook version of this, but I wanted the physical copy because why not? So I'm excited to read this. I haven't read it yet. Like, why not? Shout out to Black History Month. I was born a slave, but I never knew it till 6 years of a happy childhood had passed away. Let me know if y'all read this. I'm actually really excited. The cool thing about Harriet Jacobs is she was born in North Carolina, and that's where I'm from. Though I don't live there, that's where I was born and raised. So I'm excited to read this. I love reading books written by the person themselves. So this follows the life of Harriet Jacobs, who escaped from slavery and was eventually emancipated. So excited. That's book one. I'm realizing I don't need these scissors, but here we are. Yes. Let me put my info back. So excited to read this. A Survey of the Black Church in America by Tony Evans. I actually have read this already. I haven't done a review on it. I didn't read it. I read it before I started this BookTube channel, but I definitely wanted to get the physical copy of this. Initially, I read it because it was recommended to me by a friend, but yeah, I purchased it. You know how the last book was about the slave who was born in North Carolina? This is written by Tony Evans, who his church, he recently stepped down as lead pastor, but is in the Texas DFW area. And I now live in Texas. So, it's kind of cool. But anyways, I'm going to reread this probably because when I first read it in 2023, I liked it, but I don't feel like I wasn't in a good spot. So I'm gonna read this again and see if I get something new from it. But yeah, what's the next one? Okay. It's okay, we got some good ones show up. Let's see. Race for Profit. How banks and the real estate industry undermine black home ownership. So this is a book that I haven't read. Nobody recommended it to me, but I was just scrolling and saw it. I bought a used library book. So I actually got this from Better World Books. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. Good little nonfiction book. So far, I got 3 nonfiction books so far. But yeah, Race for Profit. I'll kind of read the synopsis so you know what it's about. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, reeling from a wave of urban uprising, politicians finally worked to end the practice of redlining, reasoning that the turbulence could be calmed by turning black city dwellers into home buyers. They passed the Housing and Urban Development Act of 1968. To treat black home buyers equally. The disaster that ensued revealed that racist exclusion had not been eradicated, but rather transmuted into the new phenomenon of predatory inclusion. Race for Profit uncovers how real estate practices continued well after housing discrimination was banned. The same racist structures and individuals remained intact after redlining's end, and close relationships between regulators and the industry created incentive to ignore these. I'm excited to read this. Definitely, I have to see. This is, I don't know if I've seen, I'm trying to think to like if I've seen somebody actually review this on social media. I'm sure a lot of people have, but I haven't seen it on my feed. So I'm excited to see what this is about. I was just scrolling Better World Books. If you haven't shopped there before. But yeah, excited to read this. Okay, 3 nonfiction books so far. We're doing good. Let's get to the next one. And it's 3, well, 1 that I've read so far and 2 that I haven't. So, ooh, they be wrapping these things, I tell you. Period. Frederick Douglass, Prophet of Freedom. It's a thick one. Okay, y'all, we 4 for 4 with the nonfiction. This is just gonna be, if all of them are nonfiction, I know what the title gonna be. But yeah, I've read a lot of books about Frederick Douglass, but not this one. So I'm excited to read it. It's by David W. Blight. If you are a person that lives in America, you know who Frederick Douglass is. But let me just tell you if you don't, based on what's on the back. Frederick Douglass was the most important African American in the 19th century and one of the most significant writers and orators in American history. Douglass was born a slave and escaped at the age of 20. He was fortunate to have learned to read as a boy, and he would develop this skill, forbidding the slaves to become one of the greatest writers of his era, in addition to becoming the most celebrated orator in the abolition movement. Can't wait to read this. It's full of like a lot of stuff I didn't know. Frederick Douglass with his daughter Annie. I didn't know he had an adoptive sister. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. My little receipt, you know. Very much excited. 4 for 4 with the nonfiction books. Let's see if we can keep this rolling. Let's see. What y'all think? Is it? It's so hard to see it because I can't get up in there. Oh, no. We broke it, y'all. We broke it. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. I actually have a review of this book up. I read it on my Kindle, but I wanted to get the physical version for my home library. So, bam. Here it is. Yeah. What's to say? I'll link the my review video for this. But yeah, Love Song for Ricky Wilde. Contemporary romance. It has it's historical fiction mixed with some magical realism. It's very good. Like I said, I do have a full review of this book that I link. Our first fiction book in this haul. See. We almost could have had it. Bound in Wedlock. Bound in Wedlock by Tara W. Hunter. Slave and Free Black Marriage in the 19th Century. This is a book. I also got the Kindle version, but I wanted the physical version, so I went and got it. I actually started this book on my Kindle last year, but I stopped reading it. So now I have it, and I plan on reading it. I don't know if I put it like around the March area, so we'll see. But I plan on reading it then. Here it is. Americans have long viewed marriage between a white man and a white woman as a sacred union, but marriages between African Americans have seldom been treated with the same reverence. This discriminatory legacy traces back to centuries of slavery, when the overwhelming majority of black married couples were bound in servitude as well as wedlock, but it does not end there. Bound in Wedlock is the first comprehensive history of African American marriage in the 19th century. Drawn from plantation records, legal documents, and personal family papers, it reveals that many creative ways enslaved couples found to append white Christian ideas of marriage. Okay, wait, what's that? So let me kind of show you. Oh, look at the marriage certificate. This is the marriage certificate of Rufus Wright and Elizabeth Turner in 1863. I'm excited to read this. Until distance do you part. Yeah. 5 generations on the Smith's plantation. But yeah, excited to read this. Let me know if you've read this. Drop a comment and let me know. Right now, Love Song for Ricky Wilde is the only fiction book that we have. But I don't have one more. So let's see. Let's see. What is this? Oh. All right. We got Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. So 2 fiction books. This is a historical fiction book by Octavia E. Butler. I'm sure everybody knows who this is. I actually just finished this book last week on my Kindle. And I purchased a physical book, but I finished it before it came. That's cool. I will be posting a review of this book soon. I finished it last week, like I said, so I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm going to. This book, okay, let me go back. This is the second Octavia E. Butler book that I've read. The first one was Parable of the Sower. Then I just recently read Kindred. And I have some thoughts. So I'm going to share a thing. I'll kind of tell you now. For one, it was good. It was good. I can conclude that I do like Octavia's writing. I like her style. I like how she writes very vividly. She can paint the scene. Like, I like that. There's a couple of things that I'm always like side-eyeing a little bit, but that's okay. That's just me. But yeah, I did get this. I recently read it. So yeah. That's it, y'all. Let's see how we made out like a bandit. We made out like a bandit. Period. Like a bandit. So what y'all think? Let me know if you've read any of these. This is the first installment because I got a lot of them. I bought a lot of them and they're coming in waves. So this is the first wave. Yeah. Let me know, y'all. Okay, see you.